Hello hopefuls, and thanks so much for coming back to my channel today. If you are new, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave out. Also like this video, share it with your family and friends, and also turn on that notification bell to make sure you get any new videos alerted to you. Okay, so today's video, or I'm going to make a series of videos which I will make sure I link all of them down below in the description box. But I want to do a Thanksgiving prep and holiday, what I do for the seasons, so to get ready. So I know everyone does their routines or they have their traditions, they do them all differently. But I wanted to share what I do, and also I was inspired, or Alex E. Hey Alex, she said, Hope, are you going to do any Thanksgiving prep videos? And I was kind of like, I thought I did, but then I thought about it and I was like, no, you really haven't. You haven't showed at least your process of how you get ready for the holidays. So of course my way is not everybody's way. You do what's best for you. But I hope these videos are helpful to you of what you can maybe incorporate, or if you guys have some tips, let me know, what do you do? So I'm going to break it down into like a mini series from things like meal planning, just a little bit of budgeting, just covering that, but not too much. But you can also use these things going forward in the future, not necessarily right now, because we're only just a couple of weeks from Thanksgiving and Christmas. But there'll be topics like meal planning and family fun and traditions and organizing and functioning some of your holiday essentials and some of the basic things you can use to just get by and create a great meal for your family. So guys, I hope you enjoy the series. Let me know and comment down in the description box just any tips or just anything you want to conversate back and forth. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. And again, I will link anything that's holiday, Thanksgiving related down in the description box. All of my tablescapes, as well, this mini series, the entire playlist. And if I have, as well, I have like some food prep, not food prep, but like cooking videos on Thanksgiving that I did, kind of like a cook with me. I will make sure I link those a little bit separately, but it'll be a playlist of everything combined. The very first thing you want to do is to figure out where you're going to eat for the holidays, whether you're having company or if it's just going to be your immediate family or friends. So are you going to eat in your dining room, or are you going to just have like a buffet scape where you lay all the food out on the counter? You can also just simply put the items on your stove and display them in aluminum or in really pretty ceramic dishes, glass dishes. It just all depends on what type of style that you would like. I know Thanksgiving now, Black Friday shopping starts on Thanksgiving, so you may not want to necessarily set everything up in your dining room. My dining room is getting ready to go under construction, and I'm getting ready to paint, and I know I waited to the last minute, but that's true hope fashion. Another option as well is that you can use your coffee table in your living room if you don't have a lot of space. Of course, your eat-in kitchen and so forth. So if you are going to use whatever space you decide to use, whether it's your dining room, of course you want to do a really good deep cleaning. And from the surface, it may look like something is clean, but you want, especially if you're going to have company, you want to go around and look at all those little corners and all of those areas, where I know in my dining room stuff collects, like in the corner, of course the windowsill, because your company sees those things and you tend to look over those things every day. So you want to do a really good cleaning under the table in your corners. If you have wainscoting, you want to clean that really well. You want to polish your table, not just the top but also the sides. You want to polish the chairs and then also the back of the chair. A lot of times it gets really dusty. You want to make sure that you get any spots out of your chairs. If you need to launder your curtains, do that. Your placemats, your table runner, all those different things. Also, make sure you clean your windows, the window sill, down at the bottom of the window sill. Just polish the legs of your buffet, just everything. Of course, get out all the clutter. But again, this is getting ready to go under construction. The next thing that you want to do, and I want to start with if you're limited on funds or you just don't want to invest in a whole lot of plates and dishes and a whole table setting, let me just share with you what you can do. So to save money, or you could be newly married, a college student, your parents are coming over or something like that, you can get a really nice table runner. The best places that I found, I would say, will go to Marshall's. You can go to TJ Maxx. You can go to Home Goods. You can go to Ross. Places like that, and you can find really, really nice runners and tablecloths. You can simply use a runner or a tablecloth and you'll be good to go. If you don't want to invest in all of that, even if you don't have money for a runner or a tablecloth, you can go to the thrift store. You can look for old curtains. You can look for fabric at the fabric store if they have a really good sale, and you can do like a no sew. You can get some of that tape with the iron. You can fold it back with the iron and make it like it's a hem. Then you can use like fabric, or you can use like the diamond wrap that they have at the Dollar Tree and hot glue that on and make it really fancy. So you don't have to have a lot of money. You can use an old curtain you have around the house to jazz up your table. I did that one year for our buffet. I did some old curtains I no longer wanted, some blue ones, and it turned out great. So I had this runner for a really long time. It was on our everyday eating table, and it was before I did a ton of tablescapes, and I loved it. It's too short for this table, but again, if I wanted to use this, I can maybe add something at the end and at both ends and make it longer. So that's another thing that you can do. If you would like, you can also add a centerpiece. There are tons of DIYs. You can purchase centerpieces at the craft store, at Michael's, at Hobby Lobby, wherever, home decor store. But if you don't feel like doing all of that, what you can simply do is you can use your food as a centerpiece, and you don't have to worry about going out buying one, or if this is pretty enough, or if everyone will like it. So just simply using your food as a centerpiece is a quick and easy way, and an easy cleanup as well, to get you out Black Friday shopping, or just to kick your feet up and relax for the rest of the evening with the family. What I simply did, guys, is when I started my collection, I started at the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, of course, has so many different options, colors, dishes, stemware that you can choose from, and that's what I did. And then over time, I build this collection to where I can mix and match so many things. So some of the things that you can start out with is white dishes. They have them at Dollar Tree. I know when I very first started, they did not have a ton of white dishes. I had to actually go to the thrift store to get some dishes, and let me show you guys, because I actually forgot about that until I was cleaning this dish off, and it says IKEA, and I noticed that it was heavier than the ones from Dollar Tree, and it said 97 cents on it, and I was like, huh? So, and then I also noticed that it wasn't, it was almost the size as a regular dinner plate, but not quite small as a saucer. And then I said, oh yeah, I remember now. When I first started with YouTube, Dollar Tree didn't have a ton of white dishes, and then all of a sudden they realized that the YouTube community and then I guess probably Pinterest and everywhere else, we were talking about white dishes and all the different dishware, and that's why they came out, seemed like they came out with more. So I do remember going to the thrift store getting these. So you can also do that as well when you're limited on funds. I don't remember if I paid 97 cents for one at the moment, but I do know that I went to the Habitat of Humanity and I wanted to zhuzh up my table just a little bit more one particular year, and this was a pack of 4. And I don't think the price is on here. I don't remember. But I will try to link all of the tablescapes that I did for fall and Thanksgiving down in the description box and in the iCards. But this was a pack of 4. And it gives you the gold scallop trim here. So if you just want to zhuzh up your table just a little bit more, that's what you can do. And it gives you so many different looks. So if you are not into just all white, but white is a really good foundation to start with, especially if you don't entertain all the time, or even if you do all the time, you can mix and match. So white is really, or you're into cooking videos, you should have some white dishes to put your food on. But I started with, all of these came from the Dollar Tree. And I remember when I was on a hunt, this is actually Walmart's Better Homes and Gardens, and it went to the Dollar Tree. It's very, very pretty. And the burgundy one was my very first tablescape. I'll make sure I link that. And this probably was one of the first ones I picked up. So you can use this for fall too as well. If you're like into more colors, I use this, I think, for Halloween, and I picked these up. I think I was into all of the different colors at the time, and I probably will use this today. I have some black and orange ones for Halloween. So Dollar Tree has a ton. It's so easy to go out of control at first when Dollar Tree, when they have all their different plates and patterns. So this is another water glass that I got from Dollar Tree. They did not have these when we first started all the hauling on YouTube, but these are very pretty. I remember doing a DIY, and then I was like, I just want these in my collection. So I ordered those actually off of Walmart.com. I'm sorry, DollarTree.com. And these, I think Dollar Tree does have some similar to this, and this is my go-to because my family, or Jason and I, really don't drink. So this is just a water glass that we use, or we put whatever in it when we are when I'm setting the table. So that's simple. And I do have other ones with color and stuff, but if that is your thing, then do your thing. Do what you like, do what you love. So this is a really simple place setting. It doesn't have a lot of frills. It even doesn't have a charger. It's just a placemat that I got from Big Lots. And then the plates from Dollar Tree, and this pumpkin here came from the Target One Spot. I do apologize. I know that my table is probably sucking the life out of the picture in the video, but I'm just too lazy to pull out my tablecloth right now, but to make it lighter overall. But I just want to share with you guys how you can just make it so simple, and you don't have to do all of this and that, and just make it your own. Very simple. So many different ways you can do it. And then you want to, if you want to upgrade your table even more, you can start adding layers and different textures. So you can just simply try different things and get your table looking different. It may be a little bit too big for that, but if you have like a little gold one, that would be super cute. So you can start to add more layers to your table by adding a placemat, 2 placemats. This is like a burlap, and then of course the gold circle, and it gives it some type of dimension, and it makes the table look more upgraded and more upscale. So I like trying different things different ways. I had it bent, or it got bent in my cabinet, or you know, you can add more color. You can also add a charger. So once you start building up your collection, you can do so many different things. You can make it simple, you can make it complex. You can, instead of having this is really in right now, the rustic, and then this kind of gives it a glam look with the gold. But what you also can do is you can put a color charger here. So if your favorite color is purple, you can do that for the fall. Whatever you want to do, guys. If you have a gold charger here or a silver charger, if you don't like the rustic theme, then that's what you can do. Okay guys, so if you don't know how to set a table, or you really don't care to know how to do that in your mind by heart, then guys, just simply Google it. It's tons of images and examples on Google, on Pinterest. If you have one of those recipe books, sometimes they're in there. I know they are in the back of the recipe planner that Happy Planner has. So just look that up, and then you know your guests will be impressed. They don't even have to know that you Googled it. There's so many different looks that you can do with your table. Once you start to build your collection, you don't need a whole lot of different things. Once you do build your collection, then you can build upon those really pretty items, unique items that you love. So, you know, you can start with placemats. So I have several different placemats, different textures, different colors, and it is so easy to mix and match after you start building your collection. Different chargers, different plates. It's really easy to grow and build upon. So napkins as well, guys. I have found where Marshalls, they have some really nice napkins. You can order them online. These here need to be ironed. And I got these from Marshalls as well. I think the white ones, I'm sorry, came from Walmart actually. You can get some from the Target Bullseye Playground. I mean, some of everywhere. Pier 1, Bed Bath & Beyond, Target, so many different other places. You may want to eventually venture out and get different color silverware. So it's just up to you, but you do not have to start off at first with all of this stuff. You can start off with the white dishes first. You can start off with the colored dishes if you like. You can go to the Dollar Tree. If you would like, you can start out going to Marshall's, Home Goods, Bed Bath & Beyond, whatever store that you like. But Dollar Tree is a great place to start. Okay guys, so if you don't want to get all fancy and dancy, you just want to get the food on the table and get out and shop, or even if you just don't want to do all that, I understand. And especially if your budget doesn't allow, I totally understand that too as well. So you can pick up paper products and you can make them cute on the table. Some people wouldn't put it on the table, and you don't have to. Use your dishes as a centerpiece, or just put a tablecloth on the table. Just know what exactly you want to do so you can carry out that vision. So I think I got these last year from Big Lots, I believe, and I didn't use them. The Happy Thanksgiving plates. And, you know, if your budget only allows this, then do that. A lot of times what I do allow my family to eat everything that's, or use everything that's there on the place setting. But if a lot of times they don't even mess with it, and, you know, if they choose to, they can. If they don't, then they don't have to, and they'll grab a paper plate or whatever. I'm sure probably the older my boys get, they'll realize, hey, if I use these paper plates, I don't have to wash all these dishes or put them in the dishwasher. So just do what's best for you, and there's lots of options out there. But I do always pick up paper plates as well, and I don't pick up maybe the more flimsy ones. I may use these more for dessert and so forth, and then I use the heavy duty ones, or I will buy a solid cover colored hefty or paper plate that I know will hold Thanksgiving or Christmas food or holiday food or party food. So that's what I do a lot. I still buy paper anyway. The Target One Spot also has these little cute things. I had this one for some years now, so this year we're going to use this. So Josiah is really into like the coloring, and he loves arts and crafts, so we're going to open this up this year and use it. Because I think I had this for like 2 or 3 years and still haven't used it. But the Target Bullseye Playground, they have little cute things like this, and sometimes I think Walmart does too. A really great addition to add to, like, if you have a separate kids table in your house. Another thing, guys, that you can do is if you're just simply stumped and you don't know if you want to do paper, or if you don't know if you want to do the dishes and all of that, then just think of, what is your theme? Think, what is inspiring me? What do I feel most inspired about? And what I did many times is, one year I wasn't ready for the seasons to change. I wasn't ready for the rush and the bustle, and I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I was still in summer mode, or I was still wanting to do different things, and I wasn't ready. So I picked my favorite color, which was purple, and I went off of that. I found some purple flowers at Michael's, and I will make sure I will share that blog post. I actually did a blog post, and then I will share that video in the iCard as well that I did at that year. So go based off your moods. How are you feeling? Are you feeling more blue, more gold, more glam, more rustic? And then also, maybe it may be a favorite decor piece. So one year, I think this was actually last year, Big Lots put out these placemats, and they are really pretty. So this was not my thing, but it kind of was the colors that I went with last year. I'll make sure I'll link that video as well. And it was like, it was a lot of leaf green natural colors, and I incorporated it in my table. I had this on my everyday eating table. So you may have a favorite decor piece that you want to incorporate in your decor, and that can be your inspiration. So you want to use maybe these colors. You may want to use these placemats or the runner that they had to go with it, or maybe just the fabric throughout your table. Now also, you may be more rustic, you may be more traditional, you may be more glam. So if you're more rustic, you may want to go with these light colors or the wood finishes, or you more glam, then you want to go with the more shiny or golds and silvers or the mixed metals. So it just depends on what you're liking. Your styles will change over the years, so that can be a part of your inspiration. When I was simply stumped and I didn't know what I wanted to do for inspiration, a lot of times I headed over to Pinterest like everybody else does, or I went on Etsy and to see what kind of printables there were out there. So far as menu, place cards, place settings, menu cards, stuff like that. And then that kind of gave me an idea. And I know now there are tons of options that are available at our fingertips, like at the Bullseye Playground. I picked these up last year, so you don't necessarily have to make your own. You can do a Google search first and foremost to see if it's free. But usually these at the Bullseye Playground are $1. So you may think, well, I want to do more natural, and I like the white or the ivory of these cards, so that's the colors I want to do. 1 year I had a table setting. I will make sure I link that as well. Well, I use these. You can use a chalk marker or some type of marker. And then these were at the Target one spot as well. They were simply name tags for, I guess, if someone wanted to take their doggy bag home, leftover bag. And then they had these. Are you gonna be quiet? They had these clips here. So I just simply added these, and these were a great way to stand them up in front of the table. So that's a great way as well to kind of incorporate, okay, this year I want to use a lot of blue, navy, some of the rich fall colors. So that's what I did 1 year. I know my kids really get a kick out of seeing the menu. So you can put a menu on a chalkboard, or either just do your own menu that you can get off of Canva, create one out of Word document or something like that. That's a great added touch to your table. I hope you guys found this particular series helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you all have a great and wonderful holiday season with your family and your friends. And let me know, what are you guys doing for the holidays down in the comments. I love to read everything that you guys post down in there. Again, all of the links to all of the Thanksgiving tablescapes or cook with me's and all of that will be in the series, will be down in the description box. Also, I have a fall fun Thanksgiving guide that I created on last year. I will put that down in the description box, so you are free to print that out. And that's just some of my favorite recipes, a pantry staple list that you can have for the holidays. And then I'm trying to think what else is on there, guys. Some fall fun or some things that you can do for the holidays. Remember, just print it out, guys. You enjoy it. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye-bye.